and welcome either to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bunny and this is gothic.envy. Today I'm going to show you how I get my perfect face. I'm still figuring out lighting in here, so pardon that. This is an eyebrow razor and I highly recommend going and getting your face actually dermaplaned. I just recently got my certification in that because I finished beauty school and took class and everything. But this is gonna work right now for those who can't afford to go get it done or just don't have, that's not an option for them. So I'm gonna go in the direction, pull my skin taut. You should do this on slightly moist skin, so I'm gonna use just the tiniest bit of sunscreen.
Ladies, you notice how they all have some kind of an accent when they talk?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so they 50s, 60s, 70s called
Really?
transatlantic accent.
Oh, I did know that.
And it's so that people in like the UK could like hear everything. And
When I get to the forehead part, I start all the way at the top, and then I get down to my eyebrow and I kind of start thinning out my eyebrows this way. And then I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna take off all of that eyebrow.
This is optional. This is just what I do. Yes, my eyebrows are a little bit grown out. It's been a while since I've done this. Again, it's optional. It just depends on how you like to do your eyebrows. Getting around my eyebrows is always super hard.
And that's how I get all of that. It's baby soft. We're gonna apply a moisturizer and a sunscreen. I've used this one from BioElements because I could get it with my student ID and I like the stuff that the estheticians use a lot. But the Power Grip e.l.f. primer is my absolute all-time favorite primer, so this is what we're gonna start with. And I just like to drip some of this on and then really dab it everywhere. For my foundation, I go in with a foundation brush. I just think I get a little bit more full coverage, I get a little bit more workability. It's just easier to use than a sponge for me personally. And then I use the Halo Glow e.l.f. foundation. I really like how dewy this is. I'm more on the dry side of my skin, so putting matte products down makes my face look more cakey. If you have a more oily face, matte products are going to work better for your skin and look less cakey. It will separate less on your skin and etc, etc. So this is the one I use because I'm a little bit more dry. I will put powder down on parts of my face that are a little bit more oily, like the KVD Lock-It powder foundation. I've used this a lot. I'll use that on like this part of my face specifically. And I just go in, one dip.
You see a lot of product everywhere. This is a buildable foundation. So, getting on the neck too.
We don't want our necks to be different colors. And I do a little stipple motion with my brush. Powder. I'm gonna use my same brush. And I'm just gonna powder the more oily parts of my face, like my forehead. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Soft Glam Brightening Concealer in their white. And I love, I just put little dots right here, one on my nose, a little on the chin, tiniest bit on my cupid's bow. Brush that, start blending with a brush, just the tiniest bit to kind of get where you're brightening to be more exact. Mapped out to where you want it to blend into your foundation, I take a sponge and I blend the rest of it in. If you feel like your product is a little dry, take a little bit of a setting spray. I love doing this part for my under eyes. Spray and blend with your sponge. It re-wets everything, including your base. Hello. Elf is my favorite products to use. So this is the Elf bronzer and concealer camo liquid in their fair shade. It's a cool toned like brown, and I really like the color. It's gonna look really crazy, but for my contour, I'll put it right there. Boom, a little bit on top of here, under here. Blend this with a brush to get the exact shapes of the contour that you're looking for. On my nose and across, keeping it as kind of straight as possible. So I have a small nose, I just like to emphasize when I've got going on. I kind of went too far there. That's okay. Pull, make sure you get in your creases. Into the crease. Make these lines as straight as possible. And then I'll pull this down, pull it into my eyebrows. Looks real crazy. Blend with sponge. Area. So I use this Morphe Matte Essentials palette. Oh, there you are. And I like this shade for here and here. And just going to go slightly above that spot. I'm probably just gonna put lashes on today. Might make a video of how I make my own lashes and put on my lash extensions that last me at least 2 weeks. So I am gonna go ahead and contour my eyes with that same shade. And just really, I like to put it in my crease and blend it into the nose. And now, for those who fill in their eyebrows, this is where it gets real. I have a red NYX waterproof eyeliner and a red NYX lipstick. I might use this, I might not, who knows. If I do, I'll keep that part in. If I don't, then I'll cut it out. This eyeliner is like this. It's not my favorite to use, but it's one of the only red products, and I like to make my brows match my hair. I just think it's more fun. I'm gonna try to show this. I'm going to line from almost the very front of my eyebrow and as straight as humanly possible. And then I'm going to follow a straight and slightly connect it here, a little bit further behind than the last line. And follow the hair. And then right about here is when I'm going to start to curve down. red lipstick. Until I get like a liquid eyeshadow, I'm gonna keep using my NYX Cosmetics lipstick, even though she's almost gone. Little bit of this on this brush. Going to start here. Feed it into that. Feather it in the front. You could add highlighter if you like highlighter. The one that I really like is this Metal Shot one. She's leaked a couple times though. I'm just gonna take literally the tiniest bit and put this right there. A fan brush. I'm going to pat it and kind of drag along my cheekbone. Finger to just soften that part of it. I use a lot of stuff from e.l.f. because I noticed that when you use the same brand for your full base, then it all mixes together better, and I think it's because their formulas are like most similar, so that's why I use literally a bunch of e.l.f. products, but this is all that I use basically, other than sometimes powder to do other things and a highlighter obviously. But like if I was going out of town, I would bring this stuff, my brushes, and a mirror basically. Like this is all, oh, and primer. That's what I would be putting in my to-go bag, my travel bag.